Instead, we see God using the word imagination. Now, the story there is, God gave the mandate to Adam and Eve to be fruitful, to populate the entire earth. And after the flood, something happened. That mandate continued. Then now, from the flood, the descendant of Noah, when they came to that place, they said, no, we don't want to scatter our body any longer. We don't want to feed the whole earth. We want to build a tower. A tower whose top will touch the heaven. So that the distance to God will no more be far. But one God will climb and say, hello, daddy. How are you there this morning? We there, y'all. They wanted to come so close to God so that they can be having chat with him. They are tired of GSM. They are tired of Android phone. They want to see him every morning. Walk to his side. Say, hey, Baba, how are you doing? And they started. From the day they started, God knew. But they continue persistently. And so God said, no. Let's go to Genesis 12 again. Genesis 11 again. From verse 5. Let's read from verse 5. From verse 5 of Genesis 11. And the Lord came down to see the city. The city of their dream. The city of their vision. Vision is a mental picture. Imagination is a mental picture in your heart. He came down to see the city. And the tower which the children of men builded. Now go back to verse 3. Let me show you in verse 3. What were they building? In verse 3, you go back to Genesis 11 verse 3. And they said one to another, go to, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly. Hard bricks. Burn them means let's fortify them, empower them that nothing can break them, because what we want to build is a high skyscraper. Can I say something to you? The building we see in this 19th century, 20th century, is not today. They have been a skyscraper. Every time God will destroy the whole earth, all those things will go out of existence. The man will begin in a little way. Then before you know, those same knowledge resurrected. Because whenever God deal with a generation and bring another generation, it does not remove the power and the capacity to be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, and have dominion. God does not tamper with it. That's the human brain is the richest place in the world. I was watching on a new discovery now. And they said now a human being, somebody have been diagnosed of cancer. And the body is wearing out. But the brain, there's no cancer. It's the body. So now there's a new technology, medically, where somebody can donate his body and they will cut off the head of that person who has cancer, whose everything has eaten. They will take the head, cut off the other person's head, and put his head into this new body under few minutes. And there will be no death. And the person will come alive. And his brain still remain. They said the capacity of the human brain can function for 300 years. So what is here? And people have said that before we die, we don't use 15% of our brain. All this Android phone, GSM, aeroplane that came up in the 20th century, they've all been here. The other day I was traveling to Kwale and I saw some kind of machines. They are oil drilling machines. If you see how they look like, they cover the whole road. They were a soldier man, truckload of army following them. And I was just looking. I say, How did man know that they can do things like this and put it inside the river and take it inside, down underneath the sea, and begin to suck oil? The power of the brain. Everything here. Now we are here with GSM. Those days when you want to telephone, we go to Warri and people will be online. I remember when I needed a private phone in my house. What it cost me to draw it. And suddenly, from your house, you are in London, you are in America, you are having Facebook, you are having WhatsApp, you are talking, you are looking at, am I talking to somebody? The power of imagination. Who are those that did discovery? It's on their brain. Now, after discovering plane, they said, how are we going to make it that it will stand on the air and fly and not fall down? And a man, I have forgotten the name now, that man started thinking, and right in his house, a bale of water, like the plastic plate, as in his bathroom, he saw that thing floating on the bathroom. No, we are talking about the ship flowing. Then he said, what is the power that this thing is flowing? And I said, it's just God's imagination. That's how they're able to make iron to stay on top of the sea and not sink with all the luggage through that thing he discovered in his bathroom. And started experimenting it. How can this plastic be on top of the water and it's not sinking? Everything. That's how the ship came up. Yeah. And I want to say to you today that heaven, God himself, was threatened when he saw what they are doing. And you look at it, let's go to the next verse, verse number 6. Let's build, they imagine it, a tower that will reach heaven. And the Lord said, behold, the people is what? Is one. And they have all one language. And this they began to do. What are they doing? To build a tower that was heaven. And now nothing will be what? Restrained from what? From them, which they have imagined.